guys, it's Joey Orange here, bringing you my first episode of how to get better at Black Ops, as promised in my last video. This is a bit of a special one because there's two gameplays back to back. They're like played back to back just this morning. And the first one is a team deathmatch on Radiation. And I'm using the gun with reflex sight. I'm using the pike and dual wield. My perks are for the two games Scavenger, Sleight of Hand, and Hacker Pro. Sorry, Sleight of Hand Pro and Hacker. And my kill streak layer for the full two games is the Napalm Strike, the Attack Helicopter, and finally the Gunship or the Hound. This gameplay is pretty good because it's a 32 or a 31 and 2, and it's good because I don't know why is it good. I have to ask myself. I think it's good because of the scores good on Team Deathmatch, and I think it's good because I get my kill streaks like you always want in a gameplay. And I think it's good because there's just some good shooting in there. I mean, there's some bad shooting as well, don't get me wrong, but there's some good shooting in there. I think it displays my tactics on the game quite a lot, this one. I mean, that's not what I usually do. I don't normally come into these this area here, and that's probably why I get killed pretty soon, I think. Or not, maybe it's not. I don't get killed pretty soon. You're more likely to see me on this game. I think the best place for me to go on this game, maybe it's not for you, but in my opinion, the best place to be on this map is in the middle of the map, but sticking to the sides of the walls, so you can always aim across and up and down, and you can cover all the areas. See, if you stick to the walls, they don't expect you to be there. And that's what that guy was doing, and he got killed there by me. And that's what I do. I just stick to the walls and make sure I aim properly. I get a few good shots. I don't really miss too many bullets. Not even with that guy. I miss lots of bullets when I'm getting close to my last kill streak later on in this. But it's good fun.
Friendly napalm strike on the way.
So the first thing of how to get better in Black Ops that I want to go on about is the radar, obviously. I definitely say use the radar, because it's important to use the radar, I think. Because obviously the enemies show up when there's 5 lanes on if they don't have ghosts, and obviously they show up if they shoot if you don't have a silencer on. And that gives you an opportunity to see whereabouts you are on the map. And maybe to make a guess if you can't see exactly where they are. And you can think of all the different routes you can go to get that enemy and kill them, and you can choose the one that you think will be the best for you. And that's what I do. Also, I think another main thing is on this game is use the skull icons where your teammates die. I think I use the skull icon just around this corner. You see a guy died there, see a guy died there, and I see the guy who killed him. Because even if you're using Ghost and Silencer, the skull icon can give the position away, because obviously if they shot them, the skull icon comes up and it can guess whereabouts they are, or whereabouts they've shot them from. And that's always useful. So yeah, that's my tactics for this, I think. My main tactics I use for all the game modes and all the maps. And that's what I want to say that I'd suggest that you do, really, you know. That's all I want to say. Really don't have to do it, everyone plays in their own style, but my style is to rush about a little bit, maybe it's going a bit crazy sometimes and just make sure I get my kills, but make sure when I'm rushing, I'm not just rushing mindlessly, I'm taking my time and I'm making sure I get my kills. That's one thing I really do like about the Galil in this game. The hipfire is pretty good from it. I mean, I miss loads of bullets here. I'm one away from behind here, and I miss loads of bullets. And I just get a panic knife to get behind, so it's quite lucky. And that's all I want to say, really. Oh, there's one other thing that I did want to go on about, especially with this gameplay where over the both of them is, if you want to get your big kill streaks, if you're using big kill streaks, I'd definitely suggest using the Scavenger pack, just so you have like infinite ammo and there's no pressure on having to change weapons. So, because it gets to the point if maybe you're like 1 or 2 away from a Huey or a Hind or something like that, then you run out of ammo, you feel pressure on yourself to kill a guy just so you get the ammo and get their guns. But Scavenger, you don't have to worry about that, you stick with your weapon all the way through. It helps you if you want to get flawless games as well, I think, Scavenger, because you don't have to keep on switching weapons every time you kill like a few people. There's one other thing that I want to say, which is on about the reflex sight, especially on the Galil and the FAMAS. I found that I think it reduces the amount of like recoil and rafting, or that's how it feels like for me anyway. I definitely feel like I'm more accurate using the reflex sight than I am using the red dot. I don't know if you found that. Maybe just leave me a comment below. Do you think the reflex is better than the red dot? And tell me why. Tell me if you agree or disagree, that'd be good. Yeah, I think if you look at the way I shoot on this sometimes, I think it just looks like there's less recoil, I think, which I think is really good. I think that's important in this game. The recoil, I mean, the recoil of the guns is pretty huge in this game. Most of the guns, even the Commando is one of the most accurate gun that you unlock last. Like it's another 3 bass gun. I think that still has a bit of recoil, and normal recoil is to either the left or the right, depending on where you're shooting. But I think with the reflex scope on it doesn't seem to recoil as much. It seems to get your kills a little bit quicker. Well, that's all I want to say. That's that gameplay over. Like I said, it's a 31-2, I think.
Nice job, team.
When the score comes up, you'll be able to see probably where it is. I think it's a 31-2 though. Yep, 31-2. And now straight into the next game after this then. This one is a team deathmatch on grid, and I'm using the FAMAS with reflex sight. Again, the reflex sight helps me out here. I hardly get any recoil with the FAMAS. But that's what I'm going to use it for now, and I think I'm using the same packs and the same kill streaks as before. And this gameplay it's by no means as huge as last week. I don't get 30 kills, I get 26 kills and like 4 deaths. But the reason why I chose this gameplay is because there's a few double kills in there. There's a triple spray just after a double kill, there's a drop shot, and I think it's just a bit more exciting to watch. I think the last gameplay is, in terms of how my gameplay is normally go, it's pretty boring. But this one seems to be a lot better. I think it's a bit more exciting. After the slow start, it gets more exciting. And I think the last kill streak I get, which I get my 7 kill streak helicopter, I think I get it really quickly. I get in about 35 seconds to get the helicopter at the end. And I didn't have a clue what was going on there. I deserved to die there. Didn't even get a shot away. I don't know why I used to get a shot away. But if you look at when I'm shooting with the FAMAS on this gameplay, just let me know if you think that the reflex sight seems to have less recoil on it, than like what it does with the iron sights, what it does with the red dot sights, or is it just easier to control the recoil with the reflex sight? Just let me know what you think below in the comments. I think the main thing with this map is, if you want to get better in Black Ops, is to obviously use the skull icons and use the radars and everything I've talked about already. But on this map, I think this place here, this house on the right hand side of the map, or left hand side of the top where I'm at now, this is the big place to be in this game. That's where they all are in this level. Search and destroy, team deathmatch, everything really. They're all coming in different parts in there, they're all sat in that room. Triple spray, double spray there, you see that? Quite enjoyed that. Double spray first and triple spray just then. And that's why I've wanted to put this game up, because I think it's pretty exciting. Get on there, like, but it's still pretty exciting. But yeah, what I tend to do as well, which I suggest doing as well if you're new to the game, or even if you just feel like you struggle. I don't know what I'm doing here, by the way, but I'll just go on with the point I was making. I think if you're struggling with the game, or you find it, even if you are good at the game, but you find it a bit harder to get your bigger kill streaks, I think when you're using an assault rifle, definitely to get your bigger kill streaks, what you need to do is you need to make sure you keep the whole gunfight to a slightly longer, medium to long distance, I think, because you obviously have an advantage over practically everything in the game. Definitely a shotgun, definitely a submachine gun. With perhaps the exception of the AK-74U, which is pretty good from long range, double kill there. I think you get a drop shot just here as well. But yeah, like I said, just keep it medium to long range and it gives you an advantage over, I mean, the only gun that really could take the advantage away with the long range is a sniper, but on this game the snipers are just pointless, to be honest. They do deal the damage, but they just, that kick that it does at the beginning, it's taking quick slow up and out of the game, it's even made it less accurate in the long run, I think. I think the best bet for using a sniper in this game isn't the L96, it's probably the PSG, since it's been upgraded. But yeah, just this time I just throw like a grenade in there just for a decoy, so I have to stay back to there and I just sneak up behind him with his back first main, shoot him in the back. So nice bit of time to stay up here, I do that quite a lot. I find my enemy in a room, there's 2 doors, so that's a grenade in one door, so I have to back up to the other door, run on the other door and shoot him.
Friendly RCXD inbound.
There's one more thing I want to talk about in this gameplay as well before it finishes, which is the FAMAS. At the moment, I don't know if you've heard the news, you probably will have done by now, but the FAMAS is getting patched in the next patch. They're keeping the damage and the accuracy the same, but the things that they are changing on the FAMAS are the recoil. They're making it have more recoil. They're making the whole gun center slower. After firing it goes back to the center, it's really slow. And I think they're not doing anything to the fire rate or the accuracy. I think what they're doing, there's the center after firing, there's the recoil, and I think there's something else.
Enemy spy plane incoming.
Yeah. the hip fire, they're patching the hip fire as well, they're making the hip fire not as good. Because we found out with like steady aim on the farmers if using steady aim, you can hip fire them from practically anywhere and still kill them pretty quickly. So I think that's a good thing to do. I'm glad that Tracker found that there's something wrong with the game and they're just sorting it out for our gaming enhancement, I suppose. But all that means to me is that I'm probably going to get killed by an AK-74U with rapid fire, I think a little, something like that, a bit more. The other guns would tend to be overpowered. I think you'll find a lot of people who did like rely on the farmer slot going to VR because it's practically the same gun. With accuracy and damage wise and fire rate. Maybe the fire rate isn't quite as big as the farmers, but it's pretty good anyway.
Enemy Grim Reaper spotted.
You'll find yourself getting killed by a lot of science Galils, a lot of AK-74s, and probably a lot of dogs. And the gameplay is practically over now. There's another minute or so left. This is the 7 kill streak I was talking about at the beginning. I get it pretty quickly. The last thing I want to talk about is just, would you mind giving us a video rate and a comment? Hopefully I'd like to give a video comment and a rate. I mean, it only takes like 2 minutes out your time, and if you can spare that comment, please leave a comment. I mean, obviously you don't have to want to leave a comment and a rate, whoever watches the video, but if you have a little bit of time, perhaps if you did like the video and if you did want to say something about the video, just feel free to do it. It helps me. It really helps. So just feel free. I mean, obviously get commenting below what you think about the website versus the red dot site. And get over my channel, subscribe if you haven't already if you want to. And that's all I'll talk about, you guys. Bye.